EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The tackle made.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Rashad Jones there on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Stafford on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Edmunds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Really talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Cowboys nothing.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Watson's
that one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the...
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 14th touchdown now of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Zane Gonzalez set to...
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A give. This is Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Handoff comes to Cook. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
48-yard line.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Pickup of 2 yards.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st.
He was brought down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
It's 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 15-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
And an Eagle 1st down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Eagles 3.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
33, Dalvin Cook.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 from the 20. They run the counter with Cook. And they've They've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Cook on the
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Steven Nelson.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could come.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 47 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Cowboys 7. Matt Prater set to kick.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Deshaun Watson.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. But it's brought in by Washington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
The tackle by Melvin Ingram. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Out of the gun, Watson. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Intended for Ricky.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Cowboys 17. Eagles 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Good. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. I got 90.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Eagles 10.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Now a first down throw, Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on third, Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, right? And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off inside the 5. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Prater for the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
The Eagles.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
He was brought down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Third down.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, here's Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
58, right over there.
They'll run with Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down at the
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line by Tyus Bowser. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
At the 9-yard line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Second down and goal. Watson. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Watson's pass thrown away and incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Watson. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Stafford. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
2 yards on the play.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 22.
A good pickup there, a 22.
First down, Eagles.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Tackle made at the 30.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Cook again, the ball carrier.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Eagle first down.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side on the swing pass. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. but I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down one score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Watson got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 24, Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Vince Beagle. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
It's now 2nd and goal.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. And Eifert has it. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
First down.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown,
A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Cowboys 31, Eagles 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Stafford here coming off his pick six. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You got three down.
They'll run again with Hunt. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Gain of 7. It's 4th down. Today.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Cowboys, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they will be back home.